All right, what up, everyone? This is Nick here, and this is going to be my weekly analysis for the trades that I'll be looking at this week. Basically, I'm switching it up, and I will be looking at the euro pairs or a couple of them this week. My pound pairs, they're consolidating and moving up, and basically, I'm pretty mad that I didn't hold those trades because now I'm sitting on the sidelines watching them go up without me. So basically, in order for me to get back in those trades, I need to see a really convincing pullback because pretty much price is too high for me to buy right now. So I need to wait for price to pull back so that I can get a better entry. So until that happens, I'll be switching it up this week, and I'll be looking at Euro USD, and then also I'll be looking at Euro Japanese yen. So basically, since about July, price has been trading in this downward channel, right? So basically, you could have sold here, bought here, sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here. But basically, what's interesting is basically we got like this W here, first leg, second leg W here. And I believe this is the move that will start the uptrend. W here. Hold on. Yeah. So second leg W. So I think this is the move that's going to start to move to the upside pretty much for the rest of the year. So basically what I'm looking at now is I want to see a retest of the zone. And that will be my confirmation to enter. But first, I need to see this pair hit resistance. So basically, it can hit resistance here, or it can hit resistance up here. But as you can see, there is a zone. This is a zone. So I want price to hit this zone, right? And reject and sell from this zone. And the sell would basically just be a pullback. It wouldn't be a long-term sell to make lower lows. It's just to create higher highs, because we can see that price is making a higher high. So we need price to make a higher low for price to make another higher high. Basic definition of what a uptrend is. Uptrend is a series of higher highs and higher lows. So that is basically what I'm waiting on. We don't want to buy at higher highs. We want to buy at higher lows because we want to get price as cheap as possible. Because basically, if we buy up here where price is right now, price is going to pull back, and then we're going to be in drawdown. And depending on what size lot you have, you know, if you can't withstand this drawdown from here to here, then you can potentially blow your account. So we always want to minimize the amount of drawdown we have by waiting for that higher low to form. So one of the things that I'll be looking at when price does find resistance, so wherever it does find resistance, I will then place a Fibonacci retracement tool from our swing low to our swing high. So let's say price hit resistance here. Okay, so this will be my swing low, and this will be my swing high. And I would like for it to come into the 61.8 to the 71% zone. And these retracement levels align up with this zone that I outlined here, which is my broken support turns resist or my broken resistance turns support zone. You can call that a flip zone as well, because basically this zone was resistance here, and so now price broke through this resistance, and now it should come back to retest the support. So I want to see price come to this level, and that'll be my confirmation to buy. So once price pulls back here, I'll pull the trigger and I will hold it. Your first take profit could be at 1.25, or I'm sorry, 1.125, and then the second take profit will be 1.15. Either 50 pip stop loss, or if you want to give it more room, you can bring it down here, 120 pip stop loss. But basically, this is a 6-to-1 risk to reward ratio because we're risking 60 pips or a little bit lower. Risk about 50 pips to gain 430. So that's a really solid risk to reward. On that trade, it's going to be 8-to-1, almost 9-to-1 risk to reward. So it's all going to be depending on how much, how big your stop loss is. But basically, what I'll look for is like the low of the day, low of the week type entry, to make sure that I get the lowest point possible, and that'll be on the 15-minute time frame. So that's what I'm looking at for Euro USD. And then pretty much the same thing for Euro Japanese yen. We got a pretty nice W here. First leg W, second leg W, pretty clear. So again, I want this to hit resistance. It'll either hit resistance on this this 200 EMA, or it'll come to this zone around 120. Basically, just around 122 to 123, 123.5. I want it to come, see how high it goes, right? Let it find resistance, and then let it sell off. And this will just be a pullback because price is making a higher high, because price broke this high, right? Price this high, pulled back, and now it's coming up to here. It could go even higher to here, but it's making a higher high. So we need price to come back to create a higher low. And I wanted to see it come back to this area down here. Either this zone, support and resistance zone, because this is the resistance. And then I want it to come back as test the support. So really easy setup here. Want to see it pull back to create the higher low. And then our first take profit will be at 125. And then our second take profit will be at 130. And this is a 11-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and this is a 26-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So these are all going to be pretty big swing trades, but feel free to take profit on the way. The only problem with that is, let's say you do take profit pretty early, and then you're trying to struggle to get back in, and then you might end up losing trades because you're trying to get back in the trend, and it's a lot harder to get back in once you get out. So that's why I like to stack positions first and foremost. I might open 2 or 3 trades, and then I might close them out on the way up and keep the winners running. So I might have 4 or 5 positions. I might close out 2 at 125, and I'll keep the remaining 3 running to 130. You know, so those are some techniques that you can use when swing trading, and taking profit on the way. But yeah, these are the 2 setups that I'm pretty much looking at this week. They're pretty clear, pretty easy. These pairs are trending, and they're not ranging or consolidating, so that makes trading them a lot easier. So that's pretty much wraps it up for this week. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I did drop a link to our new webinar scheduling thing, so it's right here. You just click on here, and then you click on 30-minute meeting, and then you can click on the days, and you can see the availabilities that I have, and then from there you can book a one-on-one with me. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.